Now from downtown Cleveland, MLB Network brings you baseball from Progressive Field. Tonight, it's the home opener for 2017 between the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you into another edition of Major League Baseball coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Well, you know, I always think pitching and defense are keys to success in the long run. As we take a look at their arms, I see a lot of reason for optimism. A lot can happen over the course of a season, but if these guys stay healthy and pitch to their abilities, they should be in pretty good shape.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Cleveland Indians.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, you know I'm going to be watching Yasmani Grandal pretty closely. He leads the team in the two most important power categories for me, home runs and RBIs, driving in guys and being able to drive yourself in. He's an impressive hitter, and it should be fun watching him do his thing in this one.
Trevor Bauer gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I mean, they're all good. He throws them for strikes. He dominates. He mixes speeds up. I asked him one day, what's your best pitch? And he told me all 5. Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Indians. And I'm looking at Carlos Santana. You talk about a journey to become a big league player. He was a sought-after catcher by most people, thinking this is a top-notch, top prospect catcher. Then he got blocked in the system. They moved him to third. He really struggled. Then they found a spot for him at first base, though, and he's become a pretty good player.
Ready now, Danny Santana. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Underway now in the home opener as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Harold, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
And we'll need to keep the hot chocolate flowing tonight. 42 degrees our game time temperature. Here it comes, 2-0. 3-0 now. Byron Buxton waits on deck. Ready with the 3-0 pitch. And that misses as well. So that might portend some trouble tonight as he begins the game with 4 wide ones.
Batting second here tonight, right fielder Byron Buxton.
Here's Byron Buxton now. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
I like that pitch right there. Nice adjustment. After a 4-pitch walk, he comes right back and throws a strike. That tells me this guy can be aggressive when he needs to.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you can get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Batting third, second baseman.
Here's Brian Dozier now. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. He's set and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now the 0-1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Now, Matt, I'm telling you, I watch Ricky Holiday call games. I start thinking about hockey. Top shelf. That's him. He's going to call everything up in the zone. Top shelf Ricky.
That's a ball. Fastball. Close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. This is foul right side.
Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball, he gets that changeup and he stayed right on it. Just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though.
And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
That was definitely a 2-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away and it's scored a wild pitch.
Hit hard towards center. Santana is on his way home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Well, nice job right there. He comes through with the RBI base hit, and now his side has the lead.
Here's Miguel Sano. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Well, he got him to chase a fastball right there off the plate. He's such a good hitter. You don't see him chasing out of the zone very often. That just tells me the pitcher's got pretty good stuff.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
He's already given up a run. He's got a runner on. He's got to put this guy away. Got him in an 0-2 count. You can't let this inning get any worse.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Miguel Sano is the second out of the opening frame. In now, Ben Paulson. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Naquin's under it, and that retires the side. Twins forced to settle for 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Twins 1 and the Indians nothing. In Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. HR, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Well, Matt, they find themselves already down 1. The big thing here, realize you got a lot of game left. Just score 1 run. Try to get right back in the game, even it up, and play the whole 9 innings. You can't just play part of the game, play the whole game.
Kyle Gibson gets the ball for the Twins in this one. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I love the fact he mixes them well. And we'll just see if he's on today. That means he's throwing strikes with all of them, and he'll have a dominant game if he does so. All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Twins. And I'm looking down there at second base at Brian Dozier. I love how this guy turns the pivot. He'll hang in there with the best of them, and he's got the arm strength to turn the tough one.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading off
first.
for the Tribe, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And that misses for ball 1. And H, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, a pitcher can tell you a lot early in the game. With this veteran pitcher out here, fastball in. To me, it looks like he's going to try to take that inside half and say, that is mine.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here as they're trying to get that run right back here in the first.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. Here's the first pitch to him. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. And this one gets away. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the stretch. And this is going to be a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. Ball 2.
2-2.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this one's in the dirt. Ready with the payoff pitch. Kipnis runs. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. He's on the move again from first. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
So digging in now, Edwin Encarnacion, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. This one is launched. Look at this. Onto the home run porch and gone. A 3-run shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him. And with it, they've left in front now 3-1. And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well. Here's Michael Brantley.
Left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left. Strike 1. 3 runs already home here. Ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. On the ground up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
3-run home run in the first, and now he singles. Man, are the bats alive today. They are swinging it.
Carlos Santana.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And the runner back in standing. Here's Carlos Santana now, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. On to first to complete the double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Gibson's ready. Here's the pitch. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Indians hang a crooked number thanks to this 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 3-1 Indians. Plate, Byung-Ho Park. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
The designated hitter, Byung-Ho
Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Cutter, and that's a called strike 2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have inning success.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Young-Ho Park becomes the first out of the inning.
Yeah, third strikeout of the game for him, and this one he was way off balance and out in front of that curveball. He's had no answer for the pitching he's faced in this one, and I'm not sure he's too happy with himself right now.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. And another foul ball.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Seems like he's throwing everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled him off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Swing and a liner, but foul. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Another payoff pitch. A little roller toward the hole. On to first, and there are 2 down. Now at the plate, Jorge Polanco. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And he gets ahead 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Looking at the first pitch for a strike, then takes a swing, and now you find yourself down 0-2. He's just got a battle. Spread out, get ready to swing at anything close, and make sure you don't get called out on a 3rd strike.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Indians. Now at the plate, Chris Colabello. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Fielder, Chris Colabello.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. Buxton is there, 1 away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Polanco takes it in. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Catcher.
At the plate, Luis Salazar. Gibson looks in. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Oh, Matt, look, it's real simple. If you're going to throw the ball down the middle in the big leagues, you're going to get hammered. He's got to put the ball in the corner if he wants to have any chance.
Boy, and he's turned things around from that last inning as this pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now. And he misses there. 1-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Stepping in, Avisail Garcia. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Avisail Garcia.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And this is fouled back and out of play. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Striding in once again, Danny Santana. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Well, that's a great example of just pure hitting. Switch hitter takes the ball the other way. This is something they work on from both sides of the plate. Nice execution.
Into the box now, Byron Buxton, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. First time up, he went down looking. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but you know what? He looked at the first two pitches, but they're different pitches, both down. Good pitchers' pitches. Sometimes you got to tip your cap.
Here it comes, 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, what they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Stepping in now, Brian Dozier, as he loops under the ball and pops it up. Salazar has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Indians 3 and the Twins 1. Digging in to try it again, Jason Kipnis. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. There's that heavy sinker for strike number 2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Another try at 2-2. Hot shot to third. Sano ranges to his right. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Into the box, Francisco Lindor. He drew a walk his first time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a ball.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
Well, they walked him the first AB, and clearly he's already got 2 balls now. They're not challenging him, but as a hitter, it's very difficult to stay patient. But you have to. This is where you got to be patient and get your pitch.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit.
What a great swing. That ball got back as far as he could, and he shot it right past the third baseman. Now, the third baseman wasn't playing on the line. He's off the line a little bit, but I still like the execution of the swing.
Edwin Encarnacion now. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Runners off for second. High in the air out to center field. Santana is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Left fielder number 23, Michael Brantley.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Brantley. A base hit in his first trip. He's set. Here it comes. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man.
Well, I bet the manager breathed a sigh of relief when he saw he wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
Standing in now, Carlos Santana, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one. Here it comes. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there.
Well, he came right back in there after he hit the previous batter. I like that. If you're going to work inside, you're going to hit a few guys, but you can't let that change your game plan.
Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Hit the last batter. Now he finds himself down 3-1. Look, he's just got to groove one and get himself back in the rhythm and throw strikes.
Gibson comes set. 3-1 on its way. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Third baseman.
Ready for another chance?
Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. One and 0 pitch on the way. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the throw's going to hold that second runner over at third, so they'll just plate the 1 here.
Well, we've always known this guy was a good hitter. You knew he was going to come out of it eventually. Here's another multi-hit game. It's not one hit that gets you out of it, but the multi-hit game. Maybe this is the signs of things to come.
In now, Chris Colabello, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. Now the 0-1. 1-1. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that'll finally end it. Indians forced to settle for 1. 3 innings complete. It's the Indians 4 and the Twins 1. Miguel Sano. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman.
Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a little chopper to the right side. Kipnis gloves it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for the Twins, first baseman Ben Paulson.
Coming to the plate now, Ben Paulson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Beautiful changeup. Got him out front with that swing right there. That's what a changeup will do. Just keep you off balance.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Hit hard to third, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm. A base hit.
Well, that first pitch single right there is something we haven't seen much this game. Maybe they'll be more aggressive now, jumping first pitch instead of finding themselves in the hole. A lot of the at-bats we've seen in this game so far.
Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A sinker over the outside corner for strike 2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The 2-2 one more time. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Digging in now, Tyler Naquin. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Tyler Naquin.
Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs in only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Catcher, number 28, Luis Salazar.
Now at the plate, Luis Salazar. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch out.
1-0.
Nothing doing. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Sacrifice attempt here. And this will wind up working as a sacrifice as he steps on first, allowing the runner to move into second.
The second baseman, number 22.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And a change will be forthcoming. That'll be it for Kyle Gibson.
Your attention, please.
So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Tyler Duffy answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. From the stretch. On a line to shortstop.
The batter, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Naquin rounds third and is digging for the plate. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Make it 5-1.
Well, he hung that one and he didn't miss it. That's what you do. Hang it and bang it.
Hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion now, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Indians 5 and the Twins 1. Standing in, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Now the pitch. Ripped down the line. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Great effort by the third baseman. Pitchers love it when guys sell out for you and get dirty.
Left fielder, Avisail Garcia.
So here is Avisail Garcia as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set with the 0-1. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Colabello is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Danny Santana.
Santana.
He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Yan Gomes is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 7, Yan Gomes.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Kipnis is there, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now
Here's
batting.
Byron Buxton
Right
now.
fielder.
Been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
Buxton.
First pitch on its way. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one.
I really love the way he's attacking hitters on that first pitch. It's over 80% first pitch strikes in this game, and that's why he's having such great success.
It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
I like how he wasted that pitch. It was close enough to tempt the hitter to swing, but now you got him thinking, well,
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Chop foul over towards the dugout. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for Minnesota. They're down 5-1. Ready once again, Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
Michael Brantley.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Pitch on the way. And that one stayed too low apparently. Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. To short. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos Santana.
Digging in once again, Carlos Santana comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home fifth. Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. Couple
Third
of singles
baseman,
to his credit thus
Jose
far.
Ramirez.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time. Here it comes on 1-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. And the pitch on 2-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Now that's a swing you want to put in your memory bank. He got off to a slow start here in April, but that's something to build on. And if he can continue to move forward, we'll see him get the average up soon.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. There's a breaking pitch blocked by Grandal. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. 0-1. Here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that'll play run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, he tried to double up on him. The first one he swung through it figuring, hey, I'll throw him another one till he hits it. Well, this time he hit it.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Yan Gomes stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Man, I just think he's pitching scared. Look, he's getting hit a little bit, and now he's falling behind another hitter. Challenge somebody.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. The big curveball just misses apparently. Ball 2.
Well, you wouldn't have expected this kind of at bat out of him, but he's fought himself right back with an opportunity now to really drive in 2 runs.
Now he lifts a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory on the right side. And no one will get this one. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. In the dirt here. So he'll keep those runners where they are, but the count moves to 3-1. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Now ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Indians forced to settle for 1. 5 innings complete. The Indians on top 6-1. Here's Brian Dozier now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Second baseman, Brian Dozier.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And now a pitch on the way. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I think, Matt, that was a result of the fastball the pitch before. He's throwing so hard, you got to honor that fastball in that situation.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Miguel Sano is on deck. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Miguel Sano is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
1-1. Here it comes. Right side hit hard, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Well, you don't see that very often. Great execution. Got the cutter and just stayed on it and drove it the opposite way.
Ben Paulson.
Into the box now, Ben Paulson, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 0-1 count, and the pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Byung-Ho Park. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
Cut fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Line towards center field. Naquin is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Twins wind up stranding 1. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Santana sprinting after it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 10.
Edwin Encarnacion now. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there. Pretty much an obligatory take that time.
Yeah, when the first 2 guys in the inning make first pitch outs, you really don't have much choice.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded to short. To his left. Polanco. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Just a 4. Back here in Cleveland, 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Kyle Crockett is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Number 57, Kyle Crockett.
grounded back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
That's just a great baseball play. The pitcher executed his pitch, but the hitter was better, stayed with it, got a ball down, and drove it through.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's the 0-1. This is flared out towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Up next for the Twins, left fielder Avisail.
So here is Avisail Garcia. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Towards second. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, center fielder Danny Santana.
Standing in now, Danny Santana. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Brian Shaw will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Brian Shaw.
And likely nothing up at third, but he'll step off and look him back anyway. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with two runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Here's Byron Buxton now. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick. With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Good waste pitch, 1-2.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Twin strand a pair. Here's Michael Brantley. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Michael Brantley.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Dozier fields it cleanly, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos.
Ready once again,
Santana.
Carlos Santana. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
That's a ball.
And a fastball just below the knees. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That's just not a competitive pitch. I mean, that ball isn't even close. Now the hitter's sitting 2-0.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Digging in once again, Jose Ramirez. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle. He's got it. The Dozier for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing for the Indians there. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Dozier. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. In there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1 pitch. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Our line scorer here from Progressive Field. Tribe leading this one in the 8th as they look to put the finishing touches on a solid home win. Digging in to try it again, Miguel Sano. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Down and away, ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Ready for another chance? Ben Paulson. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
And that's in there for a strike. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. Nothing in 2 now.
He has full intentions of jamming this guy. Back-to-back cutters right in on the hands. He does not want him to get extended.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Down go the Twins in order. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Striding in once again, Chris Colabello. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Colabello.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one. Here's the 1-1 delivery. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Grandal has it. The throw to first is in time. 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder.
Now to the plate, Tyler Naquin. He's 2 for 3 thus far. That's lifted the other way out to left. There to play it is Garcia, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Yan Gomes.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore. 2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
And he has a cut at that one, but misses. 2-1.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a soft liner. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. They lead it 6-1. Here's Byung-Ho Park. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Yasmani Grandal.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The cutter runs outside. Ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Sent on the ground out to second. Kipnis has it. Throw on to first to get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out.
Now batting, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Ready for another shot now. Jorge Polanco. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. In tied at 93. Ball 1. And he'll step off and try again. 2 out, nobody on. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Hit hard on the ground is short. Lindor is right there. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Indians have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Well, this season didn't go the way they wanted to go, that's for sure. But at least they ended on a win. I'm sure there'll be a lot of adjustments between now and spring training, so we'll just have to wait and see what these guys look like then.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. Trevor Bauer earns his first win of the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Kyle Gibson couldn't escape the fourth inning as he slapped with the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians: 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Twins, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 8 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Progressive Field, 43,345. The Indians thank you for your continued support and remind you, please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.